Hey, beautiful people. So it looks like there's a new update on Summer Wells. Not found. We're just updating. There is a new press conference, and Plunder put it out there, and I wanted to share it immediately. Please go over and check out Plunder. I've been in love with her for a long time, figuratively speaking. Lots of good stuff in her playlist. But let's get into this press conference for summer.
For your continuing coverage and helping us get the word out about summer. Before I turn it over to Captain Coop, I want to reiterate that there are two aspects of this investigation: the search and the investigation itself. You've heard a lot about the search because that's something we can elaborate on. What you haven't heard a lot about is what's happening outside of the search. Rest assured that agents and Hawkins County detectives are investigating this fully. All avenues are being explored. As of this afternoon, we've received approximately 85 tips. Agents and officers continue to follow up on each lead that comes in. At the same time, teams continue to search the area around Ben Hill Road for any sign of summer. Captain Tim Coop is with the Churchill Rescue Squad. He's currently serving as the incident commander for ground search operations. He's going to talk about the status of the search and the specialized teams being utilized today. Captain.
Thank you, Leslie. Once again, I wish we could be bringing you guys better news, but this time on the search side operations, we have no further new news. The following methods are continuing to be used today to try to locate Summer. Ground crews comprised of over 100 trained professionals, aerial and aviation being completed by helicopter and fixed-wing aircraft, multiple canines, and also utilizing a specialized advanced mapping. The following new methods of search being utilized today are dive teams, hazardous and extreme terrain search teams, subject matter experts. We have deployed the state TAC and radio system to increase radio coverage for search and law enforcement efforts. USAR, the urban search and rescue teams, and also have deployed state and federal resources. At this time, we have a total of 41 agencies involved in being represented in the search for Summer Wells. We have, at the completion of search efforts as of yesterday, the 17th, we have covered 688 acres of ground of extreme terrain. We're on the track to completing a total of 1,000 acres of land covered thoroughly by the completion of today's search efforts. Once again, as we have stated, we are still experiencing steep and dangerous terrain, which causes our teams to become exhausted very quick. We are and will continue to work with and alongside local, state, and federal search and law enforcement agencies to locate Summer Wells, which is our ultimate mission to complete. Thank you. I'll now hand it over to Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson.
First of all, I want to thank y'all for coming. We are amazed at the amount of attention this has. A lot of it is because of you all, but we are monitoring all social medias. We are just overwhelmed with the support of the community. I've been in law enforcement almost 44 years, and I've never seen an outpour of a community supporting any other cause, because they know it's all about finding Summer. We have a lot of people praying. We have a lot of people with boots on the ground. And just like Leslie said, we have 2 investigations going. And I can assure you that the investigation on part of law enforcement is extremely intense. It's just like the boots on the ground, and all the searching is going on, coordinated by Captain here. It's very hard. The volunteers are great, and we really don't need the general public. As the captain said, we got trained professionals in the woods. We know exactly where they are, how they're doing. They check on them routinely. We know how many is out there, who's out there, and we know when they come back. If the general public helps, then we will not know they're out there, and we could lose somebody else. We're still wanting people to call 1-800-TBI-FINE for information, any they have. And like I said yesterday, everything's on the table. We're trying to find exactly what happened to this young lady, and we're not going to stop until we find her.
Does anybody have any questions? We'll take a couple.
Yes, I have a question for Captain Coop. In speaking with dive teams, what are you guys actually doing with that? Is that searching ponds, creeks, lakes? Could you just elaborate a little bit more on what that searches look like? We talked about ground and aerial.
Yes. So our specialized teams, as I spoke on, the USAR, the dive teams, as both Sheriff Roy Lawson and Leslie spoke, we are pursuing every avenue. We're covering every ground cover. We're covering every aspect. At the end of it, if we don't cover it, we have to cover everything 100%. We're utilizing them just to clear waterways, areas that we can't put our normal people into, the canines, stuff that aerial cannot see that well. We want to get in there, flip every rock, check every crevice, check every spot, just to make sure we don't miss a spot.
Are there a lot of streams back in this area or ponds?
Yes.
Can you give us, I know we can kind of see some of the lush vegetation and what's happening in the sky, but what's it like back there for you all?
Yes, there are numerous streams and creeks that run back out of the mountains on both sides of Beach Creek Road, along with Beach Creek itself. And there are lots of ponds, holding spots for livestock and other things that we feel are just as important as the rest of the search efforts.
Sheriff, I have a question for you as far as the investigation goes. I know you probably can't comment on a whole lot, but are you able to say if you've executed any search warrants during this time?
Actually, we've done a tremendous amount of searches, and every one has been a consent search. The community has really stood out. They want to help. They want to give advice. They want to give information. And we've not had to obtain not one search warrant. And it due part that everybody in the community is wanting to find something.
And Leslie, I know you talk about credible tips. Can you kind of go into what is a credible tip?
If you have information about Summer, if you saw Summer the day she went missing, anything like that, if you captured a photo on a trail camera or surveillance camera, that's a credible tip. Anything that would assist us. Something you see on social media that you know is somebody's opinion or just speculation, that's not a credible tip. In fact, that just bogs law enforcement down by having us, we have to go through and check that information and then mark it off. So please, credible tips, we welcome information, but just don't share speculation and rumors that you see on social media.
I have a question. I'm kind of reluctant to ask it, but is there a point in this search when you all will come to the conclusion that this is not a lost child anymore, this is possibly an abduction? Is there an amount of time or amount of territory?
Well, at this time, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance are very much under investigation. So currently, it's an active and ongoing investigation. We're not going to stop until we determine what happened to her, and we're just taking it one day at a time.
What has the interaction been like with the child's parents? I know that they've spoken with us on and off the record about interactions with law enforcement, mentioning polygraph kits and so forth. Can you speak to us a little bit about the interaction with the parents and how they've helped or not helped with the investigation?
All I can say in that aspect is that they're currently cooperating.
When we also spoke with Mr. Wells, he mentioned somebody being followed up on local sex offenders as well as people in this area who want to buy drugs. Can you confirm those details and whether those things have been actually followed up?
I cannot. I can just tell you that any information we have, any lead that comes in, we're going to follow up on that, and all avenues are being explored.
How are crews feeling right now? Again, back to Captain Coop and Sheriff Lawson. How are they handling this right now, especially with we've kind of seen an increase in temperature outside?
So, as stated before, the outpouring of community and businesses in this area, they are very limited on the time. Once they get certain areas of covered, they are being required to come back to the command post and staging area to rehab. Plenty of water, Powerade, Gatorade, food, protein bars, stuff to keep them hydrated and nourished during this whole entire time. And as one stated before I left, they are also 100% involved. They said we will not stop.
As far as the law enforcement aspect, we have the TBI assist in my office and the FBI, and it's a partnership and a joint operation where if somebody comes in with a tip, just whichever agent standing there, whichever officer, whether it's mine, one of the TBI or FBI agents, they jump on it. It doesn't matter who solves the case, whatever. We just want to find Summer. That's first and foremost.
One more question.
I actually have one last question regarding something that the father told us yesterday. He was saying that she would never leave their sort of hill where they live, and he highly believes that this is an abduction. Is there anything that you can say that maybe could point to that? He mentioned something about the canines going along a trail that runs dead. So is there anything that you guys have seen that proves this, or is there any sign that that may be true?
We're exploring all avenues, so at this time, we can't confirm that. However, in the event that we do develop that information and confirm it was an abduction and have information to share, you will be the first to know. And we want to reassure the community that we will let them know immediately. That's information that we would want to get out to the public as quickly as possible. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here. We'll continue to update you as updates become available. Thank you.
So as I'm listening to that, like it sounded new in the beginning, and I didn't even realize she has June 18th right here. I don't know why it just popped up at 3:24 for me, but then again, things happen for a reason. So I don't know if I'll premiere this, but I'm definitely gonna put it out, even if I've already shared this, because it would be mixed into one of my bigger, longer videos about summer. And I think that it needs its own space, which is my plan for all of the interviews. Go back and get them, find them somewhere, and just put the interview for you, so you don't have to watch everything to see this if you want to come back to it. But Plunder also has it for you. But at the end there, she did not confirm that a canine went up the road and halfway and sniffed. She did not confirm that. It would not confirm that. If it had happened, she could have confirmed that. That's not one of those things they can't confirm or deny. She could have said, yes, we did have the dogs out. They didn't get a scent there. We're still searching. That's totally fine. She didn't confirm it. So that becomes pure speculation. So we don't know if that baby ever walked up the street. We do not know what the canines did or did not find, because we have not been informed by the proper authorities. So I just want to put that out there in the spirit of everything going on today. And yeah, I can't hold it in. And fake news, right? We don't want to do that. And that's not a jab at anybody, because I don't do jabs. I call it like I see it. I'm just saying that that needs to be cleared up, because we've been hearing it and we thought it came from law enforcement. Some of us. It did not. They just clarified it. The reporter did. And thank you, reporter. Like, you guys need to ask some hard-hitting questions out there, because it's your only chance. It's our only chance to get answers, and they're only going to give you a few questions. So, like, go into the lab and figure out, like, what exactly would I want to say? What do we want to know? Even if they shoot you down, just dig deep. Go hard, especially when you get those parents in front of you. Donald has not been interrogated right. And I know you are just reporters. You don't interrogate, but you kind of do, right? So, can we get Kiki from the Cal City Boys? Can we get her out here to talk to these people? Because, I think she'd get some answers from mom and dad, right? She interrogated Jacqueline and Trezelle West better than the reporter. Even the reporter that went at, my name's, hold on, y'all. Let me get my names, okay. Why is her name slipping my mind? Terrell Rhodes. Oh my God. And Amari's mom. Taylor. Jesus, it slipped my mind. Taylor and Terrell. That reporter was excellent. If you haven't seen that interview, go to my playlist called When They Lie. Because there's some lying suckers in there, boy, and you'll notice the patterns. And you might even understand why I feel what I feel about Mr. Don. After all the interviews I've watched on my personal time, I just see too many similarities. Period. Maybe it is just his persona and his behavior, but it fits the bill for now. So, yeah. That's been confirmed. I also love, love, love this police department. Man, I mean, they don't seem to mess around. They really don't. They seem like, hey, I feel like saying, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Because that sheriff basically just said, you can run, but you can't hide. We're gonna find you. Whoever did this to Summer, your time is running out. We might find you before we find her, as sad as that is, but they are gonna get you good. And I can't wait. But I guess we will have to, because right now this is what we got. Prayers for Summer. Please, please put flowers in her garden in the chat. And I shared a video. I premiered it, but then I left because I love Molly Golightly. And when she called, I came on running, and I love it. I went over to Tiffany's, and we had a little powwow for a minute. And I didn't get to chit chat with my beautiful people on this video. So I'm going to put it in here right now because I want actually, and so yeah, I am going to premiere this because I wanted to actually, I always talk to y'all, but I wanted to actually talk to y'all and see what y'all said about that particular video. I noticed it already has 1 thumb down. That's fine. You don't have to like the video. I don't know if you don't like me or you don't like the video or you don't like the fact that I put it out there. I don't know. Don't care. What I do know is that it is about a baby girl that nobody was teaching to become a young lady, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about, I'll say it for everybody in the back, I'm not talking about bare feet and shaved heads, even though you can talk about it. I got no problem with that. She was a little too dirty at times. Absolutely. And you can step on stuff when you're barefoot. But I am, again, raised in the country. My entire family is from the South. What shoes? We didn't care about no damn shoes. The bottom of our feet were black because we've been running around outside. And we stepped on stickers. That's what we called them, stickers. They were like the prickly things you step on. That happens. And we got dirty. But the difference is, it wasn't every single solitary time you saw us. And our parents damn sure didn't pick those pictures to put on social media. So, don't take just the first thing you hear when someone says something like that and go, oh, y'all crazy. Is she just country? You being mean. No. There's levels to it. And I'm telling you, dirty is where I'm from. I know about the country, okay? Catching butterflies, fireflies, having ticks on dogs. Don't get me started. Sweet tea. Listen, my roots are Southern, but I became worldly because I've moved around. I went to the military. I've traveled the world. I've seen people and talked to people from everywhere, and I love it. So I have a worldwide view, in my opinion. But I know the country. Now, I don't love it the same. If I go there now, I'll be damned if I get my pedicured feet dirty. That's me now, but not then. Again, my mom also would never just take all of my pictures looking all weird and suspect. And almost all. She wouldn't do it, period. We had to get dressed up. It's picture day. You better put on your best dress, your Sunday's best, okay? Even in the country, yeah, go wash your butt. I've heard a couple people ask, do you just not wash in the South, in the country? Hell yeah, we wash. They're some of the cleanest people I know. You better wash your ass. And they'll tell you like that. So, I digress. A little pumped up. My Subway is getting, I guess it can't get cold. Anyway, this video is about a little girl that nobody was teaching to be a young lady. And I just want to hear your thoughts. It's really that simple. So let me find it and link it here, like literally connect it to what is going on right now. Because you can't re-premiere a premiere and you see everybody saw it without me. It's okay, because I was in a beautiful place over there with Molly and Tiffany and Karen and Bruce. And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, just like you were feeling like that, Tiff. Well, maybe that's who I forgot. The damn Tiffany. I mean, I didn't forget her, but I said where I was. Anyway, I'm back, beautiful people, and we are going to look at this, and boy, we're going to talk about it. I took this from Facebook. I saw it last night. I'd already seen some pictures, and it already made me like, yo, 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 I don't like this. Now, I don't know if we're just talking ratchet parenting, okay? Because you don't put your little girl on pictures with her dress pulled up and holding her crotch. I don't give a damn what nobody says, and I'm going to put that out there. You can debate that till the day is done. You don't do this. Now, the other part of it is, why would you do this? That's the part I'll never wrap my head around, because I would never. Not even my son. Take your hand down. Don't grab your crotch. And multiple times, it just makes my little ears go up. It looks to me like, and I'm not saying this is what happened, but it is a possibility in the world we live in. It looks to me like she was being solicited. Okay? Like an appetizer, like dangling a carrot. I mean, I don't know what to call this, but you don't do it. And someone just commented on a group I posted this in Facebook, and they said that they even saw some pictures like with her top off. I haven't seen those. I would never put those in my video, but I would lose my. Oof, I don't want to see that. Why would you do that? Somebody got some splaining to do. That's it. That's all. Why? Even if it wasn't intentional, you played a part. You put her out there like a piece of meat for these perverts. And you know they're out there, some even in your own family, so you should know better. So don't tell me they're just country and kids do this and kids do that. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit again on this one. Kids might do it, but parents should not. And that's how I feel. Now tell me how you feel when we're done. Late night, early morning thoughts for me. I saw a video earlier, and I'm going to try to pull it up actually. But this was one of the pictures in the video, and it bothered me because of the type of parent I am. And I know there are people that feel like some things are just things. But for me, some things are just not okay. As a little girl, a little boy too, but especially a little girl, some things I just prefer not to see them do. Especially repeatedly, especially on camera, especially if it's going to be posted for all the pedophiles of the world to see. And this was just one of the pictures, but I happened to come across this post, and well, let's just look at him, okay? Look at the way she's holding her. I thought she was just kind of holding her skirt up in the front. I already put it out there that I feel like somebody was like dressing her up, posing her, possibly soliciting her. I'm just going to call it. But definitely dressing her up for their own liking. I don't know. My sister has daughters, and they stay cute. Their hair is adorable. Their clothes are adorable. This little girl looks like somebody was treating her like their own personal little doll, and not in a good way. Like a fantasy doll, if you will. If your mind can't go there, okay, no problem. But mine has gone there. And I would not allow my daughter to. I would have said before I took this picture, hey, put your skirt down. Let go of your dress. Yes, I see it may be a skirt,
but let go of your dress. There's certain things that a young lady needs to be taught from the jump. But take a look at the rest of these pictures with me. Now there they kind of got her dressed like a boy, which is cool. It's fine. She's country girl. She's chilling. I got no problem with however she wants to feel. Why are we holding our private area again, or are we just imitating our brothers? Or what's going on here? And those shoes look a little too big, but that's just a personal notice. What else we got? Bathing suit, private part. Why? And she really needed some little girls to play with. I know you can't just create them, but did she have any female cousins? I always see her with little boys, but it's the hand and the private part that we're focusing on. There again, almost like it was a little itch, but oh, we got a girl family member. Nice. I'm just saying. It's not so much, is she got to pee? Or what's going on? I don't know. It's not so much that she put her hand there, it's that no parent told her not to. Nobody said, no, baby, little girls don't do that. No, baby, don't, your dress is up. And someone might see your private parts. That's what I would have said. Just another weird thing. Parents, we got to think about this in this day and age. With all these crazy stories and sex offenders and pedophiles and molesters or whatever title you want to give them, we got to make sure our little girls know to put their dress down. That's all. Just gives me a vibe. I feel some kind of way. Especially there. My God. What's happening here? That's not just kids playing. I mean, she's holding her vagina. Straight up. It's hard to look at. Let me pull this video up. We watched it earlier. Not this one. The plunder video that we watched on Tiffany's Live. And maybe we watched it on Molly's Live too, but certainly.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to stop me there. I just want to make sure I didn't go into any more pictures. So that's what I want to talk about. And to some people, it is just, I guess, well, to one person at least, it's normal. But it's not to me. And I did a little bit of digging just about children and behaviors and, abuse. And it's interesting because I see on the list that's considered rarely normal. It says behaviors that are persistent and the child becomes angry if distracted. Well, that definitely looks like a persistent behavior. And that last part made me think of the pictures where we see her just angry for no reason. Almost all of a sudden. I don't know. Becomes angry if distracted. Like the video, like the picture. Oh, wait, let me back up because I didn't see that picture. I know it's in here. I know it better be. Oh my goodness. One of the main ones. Why is it not here? Oh, there's a picture. So I was really tired and it was really pressing me. So I guess, I didn't realize the picture that sent me into the spiral. Oh, okay, no problem. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. That picture does deserve a video of its own. Damn. I wish it was in here in the mix though, because I don't want to accidentally give a pervert something to look at. And I'm telling you, the picture I saw, she's fully dressed. She is fully dressed. And she is alone. Somebody's videoing, but she's by herself. But the action and the visual, you're either going to be turned off or pissed off. I'm sorry, turned on or pissed off. One of the two. And I feel like those perverts would get so excited. They did. They got excited. Anybody that saw that picture could go on the damn dark web. And it might have been, I think it was totally innocent on Summer's behalf. I know it's all innocent. Let me say that again. Let me say that differently. I know she was just doing what she normally does. The question is why? Why do those behaviors exist? And the bigger question, who the hell records this? I would drop my camera and delete everything. And y'all know, I don't rewind. I don't re-record. It is what it is. Said the word wrong, unless I mess around and like fart or something, excuse me. I can't see why I would just start over. I'm not perfect. We can mess up a word or two. It's not that damn big of a deal. It's just, as long as my point gets across and I clarify. But I would have dropped and re-recorded. I would have threw my phone away probably. I don't know. It's to record that and post that, you got to be coming from a place, a very specific place. Some of you mothers might know the picture I'm talking about. But then again, I've heard there's so many awful pictures. Like, maybe you don't. Maybe you've seen worse. Well, you have. You definitely have seen worse than I have. If you've seen her with her top off in pictures, we shouldn't see that. Why even have that? Unless my daughter had like chicken pox or something where I needed to like, and then I'm gonna have her like cover her. I don't know. You definitely don't post a picture of your daughter topless. So again, I didn't see that, but someone said they did. And if that is out there, oh my God. But this one, fully dressed. Let me see, what do we call it? Oh, here's what we said in the country. Spread eagle. I'll just leave it at that. Spread eagle. And somebody is recording. And then guess what? A few seconds into it, she makes that cry face that she makes. Frustrated. So, I don't know. I said I saw alcoholism and I saw abuse from the moment I saw this family and this story. And I see more and more of it every day. I don't like it, y'all. And I wanna hear your thoughts. So I'm gonna hush now and I'm gonna premiere this. And I'll see you beautiful people in chat. Remember, flowers for summer in the garden. Make it pretty, y'all. Make it real pretty. I feel like she would like that. We love you, Summer. We love all you babies.